What do you do if you get lost?
Find a big black guy.
You find a big black guy, and what do you tell him?
And that I lost.
That you're lost?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd find my home.
Okay.
You thought you were all black?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're half of Daddy, and Daddy's black, right?
Mommy's a boy.
Cam, you're black, Filipino, and Mexican. You're half of Daddy and half of Mommy, so you're half of what Daddy is and half of what Mommy is, right? Why are you so upset about it?
I don't want to be all black.
You want to be all black?
Yeah.
Out. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome back to my YouTube space. I love you so much. Now, today I'm going to present this video, an eye-opening video, where there is this white kid, particularly there's this white kid who is presenting the hidden conversation of the white people, who is presenting the silent part that white people doesn't talk about it about black people. And this kid, he is saying that when he is lost, he will find a black guy. And not only that video I'm going to show you a number of videos, reaction on it, and even some children that they feel so much safer around black people than white people. Videos of children when they love being black, you know, they see black as being cool, okay, than white. Now, I know you have come across this video, a very eye-opening video, but I'm coming into with it to remind you that black people are genuine. And there's some things that white people knows about black people. They know that black people are based on this, you know, but they just don't accept, or they just don't acknowledge, because the system is hiding some parts of black people. The system does not want black people to outshine, because when black people shine out there, it is too bad for the system. And you know, this is affecting everyone. It's affecting the middle class white people, the poor white people, because they believe so much in the system and forget that these black people who are here, these black people we are intimidating, these black people we are discriminating, they are the best on what they are doing. Now, let's watch these videos, these clips, and then we'll come back again and try to talk something on it. If you have something to say, please tell me on the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notification bell so that you can get videos when they are out. Let's dive in.
What do you do if you get lost?
Find a big black guy.
You find a big black guy, and what do you tell him?
And that I lost.
That you're lost?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd find my home.
Okay.
What are you going to be when you grow up?
Barack Obama.
Who?
Barack Obama.
You're going to be Barack Obama?
Who was he?
My tone is white.
Mm-hmm. Your skin is white.
Because I'm white.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not black.
No.
And I'm going to be black when I grow up. And then I'm going to be a big kid. When I be a big kid, I'll be black.
Okay. That's not how that works. But I understand how you feel.
I just told you.
Well, ma'am.
I will go up and I will be a president.
Sure, but you'll still be white. Which is okay. It's okay. But you'll still be white, okay?
Okay, Mommy.
I think you're going to be like the second or third female president. There's never been a president of the United States who's a girl.
You know that?
Did you know that?
Yeah, but girls can be anything.
Of course they can. So you can
That's
absolutely...
why we can be anything. And I'm a girl, and I can do anything.
You absolutely can.
And I can grow up, and I can be anything.
You can. Absolutely you can. I'm just want to be
I
clear.
can be president.
Of course. Or a teacher, or a scientist, or a doctor. Anything you want to be. But you're still going to be white, okay?
Mama, stay in the line.
You thought you were all black? Well, you're half of Daddy, and Daddy's black, right?
Mommy's a boy.
Cam, you're black, Filipino, and Mexican. You're half of Daddy and half of Mommy, so you're half of what Daddy is and half of what Mommy is, right? Why are you so upset about it?
I don't want to be all black.
You want to be all black?
Yeah. I'm a child. have black mine.
What do you mean?
What number?
50%. You want it to be more?
Yeah.
Like how much?
100.
Why are you so upset?
Because I think I'm white. If I'm half black, that means I'm white.
You're not white.
How do you know? Half black can only be all black.
What do you do if you get lost?
Find a big black guy.
You find a big black guy, and what do you tell him?
And that I lost.
Oh, do I need to tell you there's a bunch of white people really upset about that video? Stitching it, duetting it in the comments. Oh, this is racist. Actually, if you want to be real about it, statistically, based on the data, any child would be safer approaching a strange black man than they would a strange white man. So let's look at some numbers. Convictions of possessing images of children. White people, 86%, while black make up only 4%. I'd say white people damn near cornered the market. Now, when you talk about assault of a child, the numbers are a little bit different, but white people still excel. 42% are white, 18% are black, but I feel these numbers might be skewed. For example, Hispanic make up 10% of the abuse. They also make up 10% of the possession of images, so those seem to be pretty close to each other, while these other numbers are way off. Now factor in that black people are 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of a serious crime, including that kind of assault, than white people are. Then think about all of the priests at the Catholic Church hid and protected and moved around. All of the pastors that we've recently found out the Southern Baptists were protecting. Think about all of the well-respected white teachers and coaches and scout leaders over the years where people just didn't believe the children, didn't believe that that good man was capable of that. And it's not hard to imagine that these numbers should probably be closer to those. And as long as we're talking fun facts, let's look at this one. They looked at SA convictions from 2006 to 2017, and you know what they found? There was a 1,330.47% increase in sentences of black individuals and a 8.6 decrease in sentences for white individuals. So white people, far more likely to do it, also more likely to receive a lenient sentence for it. So while I'm real sorry if that first video triggered you, statistically speaking, that mom is right. And maybe you should teach your children to do the same thing.
I feel us involving black men is wrong. It puts them in danger of police interaction and other violence. I am torn, though, because it's a child. Okay. Hear me out. I feel very torn about this. Like, I understand. Like, I get it. The statistics don't lie. The math is completely and totally mathin', right? We know without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally, that a child would be safer in the hands of a black man than anyone else. However, okay, as the mother of a black son, the wife of a black husband, daughter of a black father, sister to a black brother, blickety black ass cousin to a bunch of blickety black ass cousins, I fear that we would be setting them up for harm. Not only from the police. I need y'all to think bigger, okay? Imagine little Becky or little Bobby gets lost. They find themselves a nice, big, strong black man. I'm lost. And now you have Karen and Ken stepping in and now threatening that same black man and accusing that black man of atrocities. We know it. You know it. I know it. That is what will happen. That's one. Two, I'm not okay with us black folks again being saviors. We had enough of that, right? When we were slaves, we had to breastfeed your babies. We had to take care of your babies. We had to watch your babies, school your babies, discipline your babies. So we are still going to perpetuate this notion that black people are still in the year of 2022 supposed to be taking care of little lost white children? Really? I think not. Okay? So I feel for the little lost children of the world that happen to be palm colored, but what we not going to do is put that onus and responsibility to be the savior yet again for other people.
All right, story time. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Me, my day's all right, man. Just finished work. Time to go home and see these crazy ass kids, man. But before I go inside and lose my mind for the next couple hours before bed, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story about my little sweet angel, Kyra. This is my daughter, man, and I knew this conversation would come one day because, listen, as you all know, my kids are mixed, man, okay? I'm white Irish, their mother's Guyanese, they're a mixture of both. I got a little bit of Central Seas running around, man, Irish and Guyanese kids. So I knew this conversation was gonna happen one day, right? So yesterday I'm talking to Kyra, this and that. She says, Dad, how come you're white? That was bold. So how come you're white, Dad? I said, well, babe, I'm Irish. That's where my skin is white because I'm Irish. That's where white people come from. They're white. She says, Dad, why am I dark? I said, well, have you seen your mom? You're half of her. You're half of me. So you're obviously naturally going to be a little tan skin, you know? You're going to have a little color on you, you know? You're going to be a little colored, baby. This kid looks me in the face and says, I'm not the colored one. I'm not the colored one. You're the colored one. I said, no, I'm white as hell, babe. I am white as hell. I said, why am I the colored one? When you're white, okay? When you get mad, you turn red. I said, yeah. She's like, when you get cold, you turn blue. I said, yeah. When you get sick, you turn green, Dad. I was like, man, what's your point, Kyra? She said, if anything, you're the colored one. Multicolored. You're always switching colors. I don't know. I can tell how to approach you based on the color of your face, Dad. So you know what? You got a point. You got a point. I said, but regardless, baby, you got a little pigment in your skin. You gotta love it. You gotta look at yourself. You look good, man. You're like Cleopatra. This kid, this is how I know she's her mother's daughter. Because she looks me in the face and says, oh, I know that, Dad. Black don't crack. Where'd you hear that? She's like, my mom. I said, all right, baby, yeah, black don't crack. Then she did a hair flip, looked back, and said, Dad? I said, what? She said, you might want to moisturize more. What are you trying to say? She's like, you're cracking.
This hidden part is that white people believe so much in black people. Kids can't lie. Just an example, drunken people, they don't lie, you know. When people are drunk or when one person is drunk, he goes out and rant out the truth. Like kids. So cute. It is so cute. I love how these white kids are like, okay, we believe in black people. And I've seen videos where there is a biracial kid and he wants to be more black. He wants to be 100% black, not white, because her parents or his parents are 50% Mexican, 50% black. And it's like, no, I want 100% black. Now, these are such of the hidden parts or hidden conversation that white people do not talk about it because they do not want to acknowledge the presence of black people. But they really know how black people have played bigger part. According to the statistics, this palm white man has given statistics, and it is true because I have got a chance to go through statistics, and I have found that white people in the society, most of them, not all of them, but those white people who they caught themselves into illegal side, white people are the one who are likely to, you know, to be predators. You understand? Sexual abuse, kidnappers. The statistics said it is white people that are high. You know, the number of white people that are on that side, it is so high. And these white kids watch these movies and TV shows. Black people, especially black men, are portrayed to be strong, rough, tough, you know. So I think these kids are growing up knowing that, okay, black people are stronger than white people, my own people. Streetwise, black people and they have this experience in the street, even in the rough streets and even in the neighborhood that are so risky. I will just find a black person for me to be on the safer side. Now, I've seen a video of a lady saying that it's not that good because, and I have understand her own argument. I think you have listened to her. And her own argument is that as far as we are happy, these kids are like, I'll find a black guy. But again, it is putting us black people into risk too. Now, let's go on the statistics. Now, the raw number in the USA, UK, show that white people are the majority. And white people being majority, the number of offenders, more so, they came from white people. And when you talk about these offenders, we talk about the crime categories including sexual offenses and child abuse is from white people. But they will not tell you this because white people being, their number being high in these predators and sexual abuse, the offenders, is because it's easy for them to get away with it. White people easily get away with it. Now, when this white kid sees a white man, or this black kid sees a white man, generally on the basic knowledge, it's easy this white kid or this white man to access this white kid, or it's easy this white man to access this black kid because there is this somehow trust that it's on them, okay? And even when the society sees a white man approaching a kid, they will not get this tense that this man might be bad. But if a black guy approach a kid, the society are on watch. The society have always judged this person that he is criminal. The society, the white society at large, already has judged this Latino, has judged this black guy that, okay, this guy is bad. So when a white offender, when a predator, a white predator is predating on this kid, the society will not notice that. And that's why their number is on high, because they get away with it easily. They will just meet a kid, say hi, and let's walk, and he will walk with this kid, and society will be okay. Oh, this is my guy, a white guy, cool guy, white supremacy. But deep down, this guy is an offender. So the trust we have on the white people can lead us to, on the bad side, can lead us on the negative side. The more trust we have, the more we get into deep problems. Now, just take a raw example of a black lady looking for marriage, and he get this white guy. This white guy is not rich, just poor white guy, and this white guy does not show her that he is poor. He speak English. How are you? How are you doing? I'll take you to the United States of America. This black guy or black lady does not even care to look through the motive or into the motive of this white guy. No, she will just fall in love with him easily. I don't know right now, society has a little bit changed, but back then, they will. And for example, there is a document here in Kenya where white soldiers are coming to train here in Kenya. The Britain soldiers, they come to train here in Kenya, somewhere in Turkana. And, when they are going away, they have left their children here because they easily got away with these Kenyan ladies. Kenyan ladies sees a white man, a white soldier. They fall in love. She get pregnant, 1, 2, 3 kids. And then after some times, this guy disappeared. There's a lot of biracial kids here in Kenya, Britain kids, because they get away with it so easily. Now, that's just a raw example. Studies show that, even statistics is showing that, this is from the Source of Justice Department, FBI, suggests that most children are molested by white men, largely because these white men are likely to have easy access to the victims. For example, family members, coaches, teachers, etc. But the kind of security, the kind of surveillance on black people is high. So it's not easy for them. And they cannot say this part loud. They can't. They can't come out and say, our people are doing this. They will find a way to put it on black people. And that's why the number of cases that is out there of people molesting children, you may find a lot of black people are in jail, but they are wrongly accused. Because finding a way to prevent or finding a way to protect the white people. So this is to say that the kids we have just seen here, they are speaking the truth. But the society and the system is hiding this truth. Hiding the truth that, or acknowledging that black people indeed, most of them are good people. Black people ain't predators. They are safe with our kids. You know, and I saw this video and I saw in the comment section where white people are, they have their own rants. Like, okay, this is bad, this is like this, but it is the reality. If you fail to say out this part loud, it will just find a way of coming out through this kid. I know you have come across this video, but yeah, I was just reacting on it and saying or presenting how the society always carry black people out there. Now, the other part, why these white children are so much into black people or black guys, they respect and they have peace around them, is because some white people say that it is stereotypes, you know, that they watch on film. Black people are so caring, black people are so, you know, like strong and everything, and they are calling it a stereotype, okay? In African society, back then, not now, when a kid was wrong, even if he's far away from his home, he was being corrected by anyone, even on the road, the neighbors, you know. A child is for a society, you know. He was being protected by the society. But when this Western influence came back, you know, the family division and everything that came across, now, when you try to correct a kid that's not yours, it will cause problem even here in Africa. So, but generally and originally, African people, black people, they take kids with so much heart. Like, they care of these kids. Because we believe we had this belief that these children are the leaders of tomorrow. And we have to protect the leaders of tomorrow. Because for us, everything is hard on us. Now we have accepted and we have thrown the towel in. So we need to put effort on these children. And thus, I will just show you how black people, black Americans, or they are so much protective, or they can protect these white kids, or they can protect any children out there on the street when they are lost easily than white people. Okay? Now, tell me on the comment section what you think about this video. I think it was a great video, eye-opening video, and I love that maybe you love it because I loved it, okay? Tell me what you think on the comment section. Until next episode, peace out.